So here I am partway through the replacement of the caps and a couple other components. So I replaced the two biasing networks for the power output tubes, so the resistors and the caps. I didn't have to replace the caps, but because I was doing the resistors anyway, and because of course they're pretty critical, I thought I'd do them anyway. Unfortunately, I know that generally it's not a good idea to just cut them on the leads and twist the new ones across. Generally it's better to do it from the terminal to terminal, but modern day components, they're just not designed for point-to-point wiring anymore. The leads are just not long enough, not even close. So this is really the only way I can do it. It's a lot better than to put wires because they're already soldered in and they've already wire wound them and all stuff around the terminal. So this is actually the best solution given the components I have on hand. I also replaced the diode block for this channel with the so these are the high-speed diodes I bought. Just so you're aware, the part number, they are STTH1L06RL. So they're 600 volt high-speed silicon diodes. I'm not actually sure if this is the right or the left channel. I'm going to look at the schematic and figure that out. Although I hope it's going to be easy to tell, and then I'll have to just change this one as well. That's my hope. I mean, cross the fingers that this actually makes an improvement. I mean, I have no idea, but we'll find out. I just started on the power supply here. I've been taking some components out. I'm going to probably have to do all this stuff tomorrow. It's getting pretty late. And this is going to be, I want to do it all in one go so I don't forget what components go where. So I just took out this cap here and, well, do you think it's dry? I mean, I can spin the whole bloody cap in its housing. Damn, it even feels hollow. Yeah, that thing is as bad can get. I'm kind of surprised the thing tested good a couple times. So yeah, that's the state. And tomorrow I'll finish up with the power supply, and then we can do a power on test. That'll be excellent. Let's rip this thing open, or try anyway. See if we can see what's happened to the inside of this electrolytic after 51 years. Obviously all the electrolyte has dried up, so it should just be some paper and some aluminum foil. So there you go. So obviously the reason it spins is just because of the paper, because obviously the can is the what would that have been? The positive, and the negative, because I think the stripe is negative on these. So yeah, the whole case is positive. That's interesting. You know, I actually wonder if there actually is electrolyte in this or not. Now I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen when I pop the end off this. It's going to squirt acid everywhere. Well, not acid, but electrolyte. Okay, so the cap is off. Got all the, well, enough of this rim off to get the end up. And out she comes. Would you look at that? So I can see that there is a little bit of electrolyte still on here. I don't know if you can see it too, but it's sort of glistening. This is actually this still actually has liquid in it. Wow. Yeah, so this still has electrolyte in it. Now I'm not sure what kind of nasty ass illegal chemicals are in this, so I'm going to not touch it. But yeah, I would have expected that to be totally bone dry, but I guess this explains why it was reading at least something. Yeah, I don't really want to go poking in there and get it all over my tools. But it's a lot more fabric-y, more cloth-like than I expected. I expected more paper type, like the newer capacitors, which are I mean literally like brown cardboard. Well, that was interesting. I'm just gonna chuck this in the trash now. So I've just finished the recap here. It was a very tight squeeze, but I managed to get them all in here. Only one of the wires wasn't long enough, so I just added another 300 volt cable over here and heat shrunk the connection. Everything else fit. I didn't have to extend any of the leads on this because I had my my handy diagram I came up with as to how I could arrange the components such that nothing had to span more than I think 3 lugs. But unfortunately, this wire just wasn't long enough. But I mean, it's a lot easier than making component leads longer because it's a lot more controllable. So at this point, everything's back together. I've ohmed out all the connections to ground and all the connections to the ones next to it, and they all appear to be correct. Okay, so here we are. Everything is plugged in through the Variac, and I'm now going to slowly raise the input voltage, and hopefully we don't let any smoke escape. We're at 50 volts. We have the dial light on. Can't see any of the heaters yet. I'm going to check some voltages now at this voltage and see if I'm getting the correct B+. Actually, I should step it up to about 75. Then check the B+. I don't see heaters, which is worrying me a little bit. Oh no, there they are. We have heaters. They're very, very dim though. Let's go up a little bit higher. About 100 volts now. Still don't get anything out of it though. Okay, we're at full line. Oh.
I mean, he has been every day for 17 years, but now to do this.
Wow, it really needs full line potential.
Just a bit right now, we're going to check time traffic. Joining us now is Leah Johansson.
This update brought to you by Panago Pizza. In town, a lot of collisions around the region.
This is
just a reminder.
This is FM mono. That's FM stereo.
Another at Waterloo Street and Guelph Street. One at Grand River Boulevard and River Road East. And another in Kitchener. That's at Park Street between Victoria Street and CN Rail. Just one collision to report in Cambridge. That's at Concession Road and Eagle Street. Area highways all up to speed. However, Highway 8 heading towards the 401. Just slow as you approach the highway. The eastbound 401 is a smooth drive and Kitchener. Again, very slow from Highway 8 through the slow again from Guelph line heading towards Mississauga. The westbound 401 though is up to speed and collision free from Milton to the region. Come by Panago Pizza in Waterloo at the northwest corner of Herb and Ira Needles and try their new margarita pizza with fresh mozzarella, Roma tomatoes and basil just for $10. If you spot a traffic problem, call us hands-free.
This week at ChimeFM.com. Hi, it's George Michaels.
I don't hear any difference between the two channels on FM stereo. So I think the diodes don't do anything. But I'll have to investigate that more. Sounds pretty good.
Everything you need to enjoy a wild family safari experience at African Lion Safari. Plus, we can even treat you to a meal out at Swiss Chalet.
All the controls are nice.
From Ren's Pet Depot. Reward yourself.
After I clean them, they don't crackle anymore, which is good. I did actually resolder that antenna connection for the FM stereo. So the antenna is connected right now, but that's it. That's the only thing that's connected. I'm also running the old crossovers. I haven't changed those over yet. I haven't got around to that yet. I just wanted to make sure that this worked. I think it does actually sound better. One of these channels does sound better. Whichever one this is, the right, I believe, is actually better. I'm gonna see if which one I changed. Because that's mono. It looks so nice now that you can see through the tubes. It's already putting off quite a bit of heat, as is expected. So, now the caps blew up. They are all in the right way. I double checked that. But, you know. Hopefully this is a royalty-free song, or I'm gonna be really screwed uploading this. Dial looks so much nicer now that it doesn't have all that awful stuff all over it. Gotta love this dial cord. So nice.
Just call my name.
God, radio sucks now. I need to plug in a CD player into that auxiliary. I don't know. I honestly can't say which one sounds better. I'll probably just put the originals back in. I'll have to do some experimenting. But everything works. I'm happy about that. Been going on long enough.
Could be perfect, but we won't know unless we try. I know you're nervous, so just sit back and let me drive. Tonight we'll just get drunk, just grab the bass, find your hands all over me. You bite your lip, whisper and say,
One of the things that I've noticed is that this radio doesn't have AFC, and because of that, I think maybe this might be due to the fact that it's got ceramics, but as it's running, the tuned frequency drifts a bit, and because of that, obviously doesn't have audio frequency control, so you have to every once in a while tweak the tuning a little bit to keep it perfectly tuned. So I don't think that I could fix that without dealing with all the ceramics. But I mean, if it's running for a while and once it warms up, the temperature, I mean, they stop drifting, so it's not too big of a deal. I mean, I don't listen to the radio that often, but yeah, I have noticed that. Yeah, see, even there, it had drifted a little bit. So I've had the radio on for a bit now, and I've noticed that there's an issue. Basically, I was just listening to a station, and it got really quiet all of a sudden. It was still there, but it was really low in volume. And now only the most powerful stations are coming through at all. And they're not as loud as they used to be. And everything else is kind of just gone now. I've never had the radio on this long, so this is probably a pre-existing condition.
So call Go Blast today or visit our website, Go Blast.
And mono doesn't make it any better. Compare this to just a few minutes ago, there was a hell of a lot more. So I'm not sure what happened. Possibly a cap has changed value, and now it's out of alignment now. I honestly don't know. I'm probably going to start measuring some voltages. But yeah, that's strange. I wonder if it affects AM.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I want to say that it doesn't affect AM. AM seems to be normal. We just don't have very many AM stations around here. So that's actually pretty good for an AM radio, to be honest. Normally we only have one station for the whole city. So I would say it's AM, or it's FM only, both stereo and mono.
Victoria Street North, Kitchener.
Yeah, it's a big one, because if we're going to do...
And now it's working properly. You can hear it. All the stations are there now.
I'm here to introduce the Buster.
Yeah, see? So many stations now, it's very sensitive.
We'll even throw in the...
That's why I can't. Or noted.
Interesting. I don't know what that could have been. I'll have to start investigating. I'll have to investigate that. But other than that, I don't really find much fault in it. So I'm going to wait for it to cool down. I'm going to probably change the other diode pack just for consistency. And I'll run it again and see if I can identify, I'll get my meter out and see if I can identify any voltage drift in the biasing of anything, and maybe that'll help explain the weird FM behavior.